Om Shanti. Yes. Om Shanti. Good evening. Yes. So आज हम अपना पैनल शुरू करने जा रहे हैं और मॉर्निंग सेशन सभी ने अटेंड किया. सो बहुत वंडरफुल रहा. सबने आप सभी हमारे सभी पैनलिस्ट से परिचित हैं. अभी मैं हमारे पैनलिस्ट को इनवाइट करना चाहूँगा. मैम पल्लवी जी, प्लीज़ कम. यस. She is principal architect and interior designer, Anshuri Design World. Now I will invite Dr. Malini ma'am. Director, National Institute of Fashion Technology. Now I would like to invite Sister Savita. Vice Chairperson, Design and Innovation Wing. Hema ma'am, you're most welcome. Head, Trends and Design, Titan Company Limited, Bangalore. And Rupal ma'am from Ahmedabad, HOD Design Department, Indus University. जी, कुछ आगे आ जाइए. आप सभी आगे आ जाइए थोड़ा सा. So we have discussed a lot in the morning also about the design thinking, design education, and what kind of design we have to do. Now, like, design is booming, as we see the video of the finance minister that within 2040 we need 2 million designers, creative professionals. So with that, there are so many challenges will also come. So my question is, how do you handle failure or criticism in the design creative professions? मालिनी मैम, आपसे सुनना चाहेंगे हम.
How to handle failure and criticism.
Handle failure and criticism in design profession. Like, there is so many competition now in corporate world. They have to face so much criticism, failure also, how to come up because they have very short period target. But as we see creative thinking, we need time to do. So how to handle that?
Um, See, each one is a different, needs a different measurement, basically. If you say, okay, I am designing a particular service, that means how this particular methodology will work if I am implementing. If I take an example of a shop floor level, you know, if I say that, how many footfalls are coming into the store, whether my ambience is right or not outside. So that needs a different sort of a assessment. At the same time, if somebody is designing a product and that product and the price, if they work together well or not. So it needs a different method of assessment, whether it is a failure or whether it is a success. So there is no universal formula, one formula which will say that, oh, this is going to be a success, this is going to be a failure, because design is very subjective.
Yes.
Unless and until you test it, you won't know whether it is actually working or not. So, eh, so if I would say today, if I take some designer who's creating some product,
Yes.
and say that, oh, this particular designer is, we see that lot in news today, whether it is somebody who's designed for an international fashion pageant or an event or whatever, whether it could be a carpet which is designed, whether it is a garment which is designed, whether it is a showcase of things, whether it is liked or not depends upon subjective evaluation of a person. Even if you're seeing today, there is a lot of wedding designers, and they criticize, saying that, oh, she's worn the same thing as how somebody else has worn it, right? So, but then they need to understand that there is always a brief which is behind a client.
Okay.
The client has liked it. You don't need universal appreciation for it. If the client is happy with it, it is what it is. Success and failure, I think so. This is something that everybody needs to understand. And maybe when we are talking about in today's world, we need to teach children how to handle failures, yes, rather than say that, your success is what it is. No, we cannot define them that way. Yes. So success and failure are a part of the game. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So people need to be stronger. We need to build stronger individuals who will be able to take failure as a feedback mechanism to develop better things and not do the mistakes, basically.
So as you are in education field, what you give inputs to the students to tackle this kind of situation in their future work?
It is difficult to tell students at this particular level because they have come with a mindset saying that, oh, I am a 10-pointer. If they come from grade 12 with a very good grading and then they come. But then the subjects are so very different. If you say in a math, I can give you 100 on 100. In science, which can be justified, I can give you 100 on 100. I cannot do that in design. Okay. Because design is very subjective. A color that you like, somebody else might not have liked. A style that you have liked will not like it. So it's subjective. So we do give reasoning. We do tell them as to what is the thing. So when we evaluate them, we have strong breakup of how we grade you, okay, and why we grade you that way. Because there is always a scope for improvement. Okay. So it is difficult, though, I think so. I was just talking to some of the people in the morning where I did say that, it's very difficult once they come with a particular mindset saying that, oh, I am a 100%er or a 10-pointer, I can never go down. So maybe our particular evaluation system also, to a certain extent, we need to reassess it. Okay. To a certain extent.
So I would like to continue with this same question, Hema ma'am. As you are in the corporate field already and you have so many designers in your institution, so how you see how your design professional, the colleagues, the friends, or those who are junior, how they handle and how you support them to handle these situations, like, so I would.
So as you rightly said that design is subjective. What you like may not be something that somebody else likes. And as a designer, personal biases do creep in, because there will always be something that I will bring in as a personality, as a designer, something that will be more closer to my heart than the consumer. Because we are a consumer facing company, which means we have to design for the consumer. We have to take in those inputs, and that is the measure of success for us. That, the consumer likes it, buys it. Now that is again subjective, because some designs may work very well, some may not. And this is measured because it's a business, hence it is measured by what we call a sell-through. A sell-through is something that you've put in the market,
Okay.
and within a certain period, what is the number, the quantity SKUs that sell for a particular design. So that is how we measure success in the corporate world. Having said that, it is not necessary that a design is a failure if it has not performed in terms of numbers. It may have made an impact. Because it is something that that is what drew the customer to the store. They may not have taken it because it could be a price value perception, it could just be the price, it could be so many other things like the fitting, etc. But overall, it brings in the customer to the store, which is at the end of that, for the corporate, let's be realistic, is what we want. That we want the customer to come in, irrespective of the fact that they buy that design or they buy something else. Now, as far as failure in design is concerned, in terms of, let's say, the numbers not performing, that is something that we take as a feedback. It is considered that, okay, this is something that there's something to learn from. It is something that you are gaining insights from, which means that when you're doing a next collection, you will try and avoid those same learning in terms of mistakes. You will avoid those. I'll give you a very simple example, just so that it becomes more clear. We tried to understand in terms of what the products were selling and not selling. So we went through about like 5 years of product list of what we had created and what was selling and not selling. There were attributes that we gave. For instance, let's say a pendant with an empty center, which means it was just a circle. Now, circle as a design sells, but if it is empty, it is not selling. So how do you make it saleable? You make it sellable by, okay, I still will do a circle, but I will do a circle with some elements of design inside it, and the customer will like it. So those are nuances of design that are, let's say, the on-ground learnings that we get.
But I would like to ask individually, like in a team, what will happen? How you keep them, like if it is failure, what affects them, what kind of things affect them, and how they can cope up with this situation, or you replace them, or office politics or something like that. Because right now what you have shared is the market and the company.
Yeah.
But I would like to ask the individual behavior, like so how they handle, how you handle the situation with the team. Yes.
So the important thing that we try and tell our team is, one is we don't replace the designers like that. It is something that it is not a hire and fire kind of a thing. It is to improve ourselves in whatever conditions we are in. So the important part is to keep up their morale up. That happen what may, what they have done is good. It is also, and then that is what I'm saying, the learnings that we get, we bring those learnings on the table for them to experience, to understand, and then to implement going forward. So it's always about encouragement. It is about not saying that, okay, your design has not worked. And because it is not one person working, no? It's like a team that is working on a design collection. And now you've put your heart and soul in it, and we know it. So which means we cannot let you feel the failure. It is important to keep that in mind.
Okay.
And we give them this confidence that they have the freedom to fail. Because if we do not give them that confidence, then there will always be skepticism, there will always be fear that if I don't succeed, then how will I be seen in the company, in the team, in the larger scheme of things? So that is something that we are very cognizant of as management, as senior people in the team, that we do not let them, in fact, we encourage them to try out new things. We encourage them to bring in new ideas. It may not see the day of light also, but if they don't try it, there will be no innovation. And when there is no innovation, we cannot bring something which is delightful for the customer. So that is something that is as a team, we encourage. Feel free to fail, and from that failure, there will be something that will come out.
Yes, yes, please.
When you were saying that, I remember the documentary on Made in India,
Yeah.
the Titans,
Yeah.
you know, so that actually proves that, you know, how innovation has happened when there was a lot of encouragement and things. You know, that's a beautiful documentary
Yeah.
which talks
Yes.
about the ethos of the
Titan.
Tatas and the Titan, basically. Yeah.
So it's good news for designer that company don't fire, hire.
Yeah, it is. Not.
Yes. So I will go to Pallavi ma'am. Sorry, Pallavi ma'am. Yes. So actually, I was supposed to ask Rupal ma'am first that you are the bridge, means not bridge. The students are coming out of the institution and they are going to the corporates. And what ma'am has shared, that there is not culture for the designer like hire and fire. What you see in the industry and what you see in the education system?
See, what I see is maximum students are not ready for the failure. Any one of us is not ready for any sort of failure. And no one is ready to take a blame game. Any student.
Yes.
So, what ma'am said, I would like to tell for the designing students, since from the first day, there because students come from very different backgrounds, okay, so it's a foundation year course, and another one year as the things pass, they learn, they have many redos. You agree, ma'am? Many redos are there to the students. They get angry with the teacher as well, but redos are not meant for the students कि मुझे ये बच्चा पसंद नहीं है इसलिए he will do redo. No, the thing is that the teacher wants the student to be at a certain platform. He wants him to do the things perfectly for the industry level. So and ये failure को अगर बच्चा adopt कर लेता है to do redo, so ये बच्चा वो level तक जाके ready हो जाता है. Nowadays, what we are hearing in memes and reels about the Gen Z students and all the employees, if we are laughing, we are seeing the reels, but really it's a fact. And to work with many of them is a difficult task nowadays. So, yes, my answer is also like, ki yeah, the redos and the scolding of the teacher is a must, as design is not a criticism on anyone, as ma'am told. As the industry, what is required in this industry, the student should know, the industry should train the kid appropriately. These are my words.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you want to share something, ma'am? So now like design industry is also booming, and another side AI is also booming.
Yeah.
People get confused, means worried, did AI will replace us, or the design part people do like anything they can do. So what kind of input they can give to the work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So AI can't replace humans. That is my opinion.
Yes.
Because AI doesn't have any sort of emotion. And AI requires appropriate prompts.
Yes.
If prompts appropriately are not given to AI, it will also fail. We see small things in chat GPT.
Yes.
If we ask them, do something, create my photo like this, if we don't give appropriate, he will create something else. Small kids means I learn daily something from my kid. Daily new in AI. Mama, see, this is new. So we all are learners, we are learning, but AI can't replace our emotions, our empathy. Yeah.
Pallavi ma'am, as you are interior designer, you see so many clients, and definitely they will come with some AI design. How you handle that, and how the interior designer, especially you are in interior designing field and architecture field, how they can make their career without worry about the AI things.
Yeah. First, I would like to add few points about the success and failure.
Yeah, sure, sure.
So in private practice, as a designer, you have to accept the failure as a, your next level of success. So I just wanted to share one important this one. As a council of architecture, there is a rule: designer, architect, they can't publicize, they can't put your name board as an advertisement. So your work will speak. Whatever the success you get, and the publicity you get, that is through the mouth only, mouth to mouth, right? So we can't do, we can't have a big hoarding that we are a successful architect and private. So your work will speak. So definitely that eagerness and that efforts you have to put in yourself to get the success. And failures, definitely, failure will be different from person to person. If I am designing a house for one family, if that lady is happy, that is more than a great success for me. It may not be liking by the other people. And so I will take always the success with a very humble, intake, and failure, next challenge for me. And coming to the AI.
Ma'am, one point, sorry to interrupt
Sorry,
you,
no.
but the most important thing required is patience,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And be it in fashion industry, be it in interior, be it handling students, be it in your industry, patience is a very big challenge. Ma'am, you are the director, you must be handling so many kids, the faculties. So patience is the most important thing, what I feel, that is required to us.
Yeah.
Right, ma'am?
I follow my P3 mantra
Okay.
generally:
Okay.
perfection, patience, and passion.
Right.
So this is the mantra what we are following.
To handle, if you are designing a house for someone, the lady should be happy. Else a designer is designing clothes किसी के लिए. Small thing, fittings. हम कितनी बार टेलर के पास जाते हैं फिटिंग्स के इश्यूज से. Patience plays a very important role in any of our jobs and designer's job. Yes, thank you.
And coming to,
to
please.
yours thing.
Okay.
The fourth P that I would say would be people.
Yeah.
People, correct.
Right.
Because I mean, eventually, I think all of it boils down our passion, our perfection. It is for people. So I think that's one of the P's that I think just completes your
Thank you
philosophy.
so much for adding me. So coming to AI, yes, it's a big challenge for us. Initially, whatever we used to propose, sketch, and present to the client, they used to accept. Okay, this may be the vision. Why we go to the doctor? Because he is a person who will understand your body, who is understand what you are going through, and उसके बाद में आपको कुछ prescription लेके देते हैं, and you will follow. But architect भी पहले वैसे ही करते थे. But now, because of all these digitalization, globalization, everyone is having Pinterest, Google. Now it has coming to AI. So now it's become a very big task for us. हम लोग देने के पहले वही आके बोल रहे हैं कि ये है. So मैडम ये बना दो, ये बना दो. So it's very difficult for us to convince them. क्योंकि क्या होता है, हम लोग उनको समझाते हैं, why you are approaching us? We are here to give you the design. And what makes sense? You are paying us to give the design. अगर यही आपको डिजाइन आपके 10 घरों में दिखा तो क्या क्या फायदा है? Why you are coming to the designer? Go to the carpenter and get that thing done. बट वो सब समझाने के लिए आई थिंक वी हैव टू यू नो मैम नीड अ लॉट ऑफ स्पिरिचुअल एंड thought process meditation to calm down our all these anxiety and get into that one where we can connect in a very positive note and we can connect with the client and to understand them and deliver our design. So definitely it is becoming a big task, but sure shot AI can't replace the human connect, because across the table we are just connecting emotions, and those are getting replicated in terms of design from us. तो पहले जो घर बनते थे हम लोग क्यों बोलते थे अरे हमारा घर 50 साल पुराना है, 70 साल पुराना है, एंड नाउ द ट्रेंड्स आर लाइक गोइंग जस्ट 1 year 2 years and done. You are going to change your curtains, wallpapers. So the trends are also changing a lot. So there, and I think AI is a difficult task for everyone. Thank you.
AI can be a tool.
Yeah.
It can be a tool because, I do see students, if everybody need not be good at drawing and communicating, they're good with design. That doesn't mean that they would have to represent the design the way they would want. They might want to use ready images which are there, or an AI to help them represent what they would want to do. So, yeah, but again, it depends upon subject to subject. If writing and research and all can be copied and things like that, that has different means of checking too. Yeah. But otherwise, AI is a tool which I think so they need to know as to how to use it appropriately. Okay. Yeah.
So now I'm going to Didi Savita. As we all discussed, what human qualities that cannot be replaced with AI, and how people can be patient, they can increase their patience and be productive in the field and also in the schools. So I would like inputs from you.
Yeah, Om Shanti. So very interesting panel discussion with very interesting answers coming out. One of the main things I liked was like we should not let anyone feel the failure, as mentioned by Malani ma'am. Very interesting point. So in order to attain success in our life and to make others feel that they are successful, I think it's very important we should not make them feel that they are failure. It's very important because it is a negative emotion I'm creating within my mind and also in the mind of others. It is a chaotic world. We all know that. Very competitive world also. Everyone wants to run and run. No one knows where they are going to go and reach the destination. So that's why the theme of this panel discussion is redesigning ourselves before redesigning the world. This is the theme of this panel discussion actually. So anything that is, I think instead of using the failure, we should use the word learning. This was the learning, especially the youngsters, the young designers, those who are sitting, young professionals, those who are sitting. It's for sure that you will definitely face so many challenges so many failures in life. Any work you do, anything you do, that might be accepted, that might not be accepted. So more challenging world, more demanding world, more competitive world is ahead, what we are facing now comparatively. So instead of like using the word by saying that that was a failure, let's use the word that was learning. That might be in your profession, that might be in your personal life. So redesign your inner world first so that it sees learning in every failure. We are all sitting here, we have done something in our life, something, maybe this much. We all have faced some or the other learnings, right? Let us not use the word failure. So through that learning, we are sitting here. We have done few things in life, and the attitude I create when I learn something, when things don't go according to my comfort, my wish, my expectation, the attitude I keep, that keeps me forward, that gives me the strength and courage to move forward. So that's why let us accept all those learnings, criticism, because when we work in any professional field or company or somewhere in college or design school or university, there will be criticism, there will be people behaving the way we don't want them to behave. But the more powerful my inner world is. Designing, why the theme redesigning? Do you think we all need to redesign our mindset? Redesign our inner world? That's why they say no one can really disturb you without your permission. Do you all agree? No one can really disturb you without your permission. So that's why let us redesign our inner world so powerfully, so powerfully. Anything that is happening on an external level, anything that is happening on external world will not create an impact, and we all have that power within us. And regarding AI, it's definitely it is a tool, ma'am, as mentioned by you. It cannot give 100% result. Like we work together, and when we do something on AI, Rupambai has to go to Canva or Photoshop or CorelDRAW again to redesign it. It cannot give 100% result, and it cannot take jobs also. So no need to feel those youngsters and professionals and designers, those who are sitting, no need to feel insecure about AI. Definitely, it is a phase that has come. It is testing our patience. It is testing our smartness and how intelligent, how resilient we are. After some period will come, definitely the true quality, the true skill one has will definitely be useful, and your hard work will definitely be paid off. As the discussion was going on, patience is very much important, and no question how much patient I should be. ऐसा प्रश्न ही नहीं कि कितना मुझे पेशेंस रखना है. जितना ज़िंदगी है, जितनी बातें हैं, उससे कम से कम 1000 टाइम्स पेशेंस रखनी होगी. So definitely it is also a quality. The more you practice, definitely the more you will be able to attain success. Shall I translate 2 sentences in Kannada?
Yes,
language?
yes,
Will that be
please.
okay? ಸೊ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡದವರು ಕೂತಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾನೆಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದರ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಹೊರಗಿನ ಪ್ರಪಂಚವನ್ನು ನಾವು ರೀಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಿನ ಪ್ರಪಂಚವನ್ನು ಶಕ್ತಿಶಾಲಿಯನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಿನ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಅಂದರೆ ಆತ್ಮಾಭಿಮಾನಿ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಶಕ್ತಿಶಾಲಿಗಳಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಷ್ಟಷ್ಟು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಎದುರಿಸೋದು ಸಹಜ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ನಿರ್ವಿಘ್ನವಾಗಿ ಧೈರ್ಯದಿಂದ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾನು ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
So I saw one video like that. It says we need more designer than before because of AI, because whatever people create, that is not 100%, and then they look for the designers. So now, how you see the next decade of the designers? What kind of the challenges, or what kind of opportunity they have? What kind of opportunity they have in a design field? Where the design will go in next 10 years? How you see that? Any of you can share.
I'll start with that because we are, again, as I said, consumer facing thing. So directly the impact is felt that how can you use AI to make yourself efficient. So as Dr. Malini said, AI is a tool. And if it is used with maturity, with caution, it can actually enable your process. So as a process enabler, it is a good tool to use. Now, what can happen is that a designer's job will never go away. Because one, they are connected with the individual who's actually buying the product. AI is not connected to the individual. So AI will never know what is the emotion that individual felt while buying a product or while trying it on. But the human who is on the other side knows it, can translate it. Now, this translation can be enabled, the process can be made faster. Let's say the technical drawings can come in faster, and AI can enable that, which means you can actually become more efficient. So the efficiency of a designer can go up, but the design, the creativity will still remain with the designer. The nuances that the designer will bring in, AI cannot. These are little details that, in a design that can really differentiate. As she was saying, that when you talk about architecture, which was 50 years ago, so it's a legacy that you have created, right? Now that is a legacy that can be created by a designer.
Yeah.
A legacy cannot be created by an AI generated design, because that we're all talking about emotion, which is the core of being human, right? And that emotion cannot, you cannot equate it what the AI throws up at you. So at the end of the day, we are fearing, so to say, that AI will take away the jobs. We are fearing that the AI may take up the jobs. That is what the fear is currently. But it is just a fear. It is because we are currently also in our own system of designing, my team is using AI. And how are they using AI? They sketch their things out. They put it in AI for that AI to generate a 3D view or they generate a technical view. Now they're reducing their time. Their time is spent better in conceptualization than in sitting and doing a technical drawing. It just becomes a lot more easier.
So that
For them to-
creativity cannot be replaced by AI.
It cannot be
It will come
replaced.
from human mind only.
Yes.
Yes.
Adding to this, see, I can see AI is you can say a technological transition. If you remember, जब पहले कंप्यूटर आया था, तो देर वॉज अ प्रोटेस्ट गोइंग ऑन कि आप इतने लोग निकल जाएंगे, इन लोगों का काम निकल जाएगा और मशीन काम करेगी तो हमारा क्या होगा, ये काफ़ी चला था. सो वो दौर से हम बाहर आ गए. नाउ एवरीवन इज यूजिंग द कंप्यूटर एंड took it forward for a one kind of a progress. वही हुआ था मोबाइल फ़ोन जब आया था, वही हो रहा now AI, coming to the AI. So you have to take it in a positive way also, plus point and minus point. So definitely ये एक boom रहता है थोड़े दिन के लिए. People will realize how to use it, and definitely as you have said, it is saving a time. But same time, how to use it, that has to be personally decided. There are the disadvantages and advantages, but definitely you have to balance that, and it will get settled after using some time. Yeah.
There are some students here. So what is the future of design, that because they just passed out, they are in intern as I met. So what kind of challenges can become, how they can prepare themselves for the corporate or individual, and what is the scope of the design, as you are already in the field in past decades, 2 decades, 3 decades. So please give their inputs to the students that how they can go further with the design.
See, design is a very, very wide field, So they need to understand what is it that they would want to pursue. When I say, I want to pursue design now, because you need to understand material. If you say that, I'm going to do engineering and I'm going to study civil engineering, that also needs a little bit of design and structural design and things like that for them to do. So it depends upon what is the stream that they would want to choose. It is not generalized. Computer science graduate,
Yeah.
They would want to get into software engineering, but again, there is design involved in that too, you know.
UI,
So
UX.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's something that they need to know. So I'm not too sure it's going to be a general advice that we will be able to give. But yeah, if it is design, what sort of a material that they are more close to, you know? So something like that would be a better way to go, and there is no one formula to give that way. That's what I think. I don't know what the others would think.
Yes.
So for me, that is one aspect of design. I think when we were talking about success and failure, I think one of the things that they need to know, they need to build in themselves is resilience. Because whatever said and done, when they are out in the industry, it is important that you will be faced with a lot of challenges, and there will be a lot of, let's say, criticism or acceptance or even successes right off the bat of your this thing. So one is, it should not get into the head. If you're successful, don't get it into your head. If you're facing a little bit of criticism or failure, don't take it to heart, because the important thing is to keep going. If you think that today you've made a design which is not accepted, does not mean tomorrow you cannot make a design which will not be successful. It will probably see awards coming your way. So in the long run, I think it is more about being who you are, being true to yourself, and then bringing out the best in yourself. It is, and as Dr. Malini said, you have to know what you are passionate about. You know, that passion has to will come through. If you're passionate about something, it will come through. So passion, patience, perseverance, all of these are the key words, just not to design, to life in general, but what is important is to keep going, to keep learning, to keep asking questions. Because at the end of the day, if you don't ask questions, then there is a stop to your own growth. So I think that is one of the important things that I feel about any profession, and design in particular.
Okay. Anyone like to ask question? As ma'am said, you can ask questions. So I think it's right time if you have question, as I discussed with you. Yes. You can come.
Good evening, everyone. This is Sanjana. So, right now I'm doing interior designing as an intern. So, the challenge that I face right now, that I came out of college. So, how do I, balance creativity with practical constraints like budget and, other restrictions? Because as students, we had immense creative freedom. But right now, in the real world, that is not possible. All of it is not possible. But at the same time, we do not want the designs to be boring. So, how do we find the balance?
I can answer your question.
Okay.
So first of all, after coming to the college, what happens? There is a lot of difference between the education and the profession. Okay, so starting from when most of in the education system, you learn about in the matrix and all, and coming to the field, it turns into the inches and feet. So that like that only the gap is there. First thing, once you come out of college, don't expect that the work will come and you are going to get immediate lift to get the success. You have to go through the ramp and the failures. What is my suggestion? Without expecting a money, wholeheartedly, patientfully, try to practice in offices and get involved yourself. See, always it has to, ताली एक हाथ से नहीं बजती है. आप बोलोगे कि मैं काम कर रही हूँ, वैसे नहीं होता है. Interest has to come from your side also. और ज़्यादा सैलरी के पीछे नहीं भागना है, कम सैलरी करो, एक्सपेक्ट करो, जहाँ पर आपको काम करने को मिल जाए वहाँ करो, and you grow yourself. Then only show your potential. Definitely there are the studios who are expecting the good students. Nowadays, it's very difficult for us also to get the good students to work. We are ready to give the work, but they are not ready to work. तो मेरा सजेशन यही है, आप पहले immediately practice खोलने के पीछे मत जाओ. Take experience at least for 3 years minimum. उसके बाद में अपना private practice start करो. Keep the patience.
The balance between creativity and practicality. Yes, it's a very, very relevant question, you know, because I do see this every time, you know, because you're not designing for yourself. Maybe when you are in college, you were doing a hypothetical study, right? But when you come out of college, you need to be practical. And that practicality is basically because it involves money. Yeah? So you need to follow your brief. Whatever is the brief which is given. So, you know, your brief is the one which sets your boundaries. So even when in your college, you know, when you take a design brief, the design brief should be so specific that it gives you your boundaries. And you don't cross those boundaries, because working within that particular boundary is more challenging. And that is what is creativity. You know, if you have anything and everything in the world that you can do, you know, you will be haywire. You'll go anywhere. But if you have a boundary, you know where you should stand, right? And that is where out-of-box thinking comes into play. Right? So we do say, you know, you're talking about interior design. When I talk about students whom I see, you know, they say, why should a shirt only have 7 buttons? Why can't it have 8 buttons? Right? So people need to understand that the 8th button that I'm putting costs the company a lot. It's not just about the button. It is about the stitching, the thread cost, it is the button cost, it is the effort. So a lot of it goes into it. So the price increases, right? So that is how it has to be looked at, whether this particular design is suitable into that market or not. So set your brief and then you are fine to go ahead, yeah?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yeah.
I would so agree with you, because in the industry, we face this challenge. When the students come in, because they're coming from that hypothetical conceptual brief, for them to actually accept that the reality is very different, you know. Your canvas was large. It was infinite, literally, in college. And when you come to a corporate world, the real world, so to say, your canvas becomes like probably 1 inch by 1 inch. So yes, when you stick to the brief, you'll be able to stick to the reality. And eventually, you are out there to sell a product. And to sell that product, you need to stick to the price points, the budgets, everything. And trust me, it's not an easy world. I totally agree that. But that's life.
Yes.
Om Shanti. I would just like to express few views first and then ask the question. I personally feel that all the panelists are very, very positive about AI not going to affect jobs or people, but because you're all sitting in a very positive environment. Otherwise, the facts and the numbers are really scary. Thousands of jobs, entry-level jobs are affected, all major companies. I personally feel that it is not too far that when you are compelled to change the spelling of design to DESAIGN. So AI is going such a fast speed. Okay, so earlier, $1 billion company, if you have to build $1 billion company, you need to have thousands of employees. Today, it is a reality that there are single person $1 billion companies. It's reality. There is a factory in China. It's called Dark Factory, producing goods. That means no human in the factory, and it is producing goods. So, since students are sitting here, it's very true that AI is not going to replace you, but a person with more AI skills are definitely going to replace you. So please be aware of it. number one. Number two, I just wanted to understand, because you are from a design domain, I am from an IT domain. 70 to 80% of entry-level jobs, coding jobs, are already wiped off. AI is able to do it. So I just wanted to understand, in your domain of designing, so did you change the job descriptions of entry-level jobs? Or no, what is happening in your domain? What is the intervention of AI at entry-level jobs? That's what is my question.
Panel is going very interesting now.
True what you said, but then we were only talking with respect to the design perspective. Now, entry level jobs, if you say, if I'm looking at my particular field, I would say a costume designer, a pattern master, a person who is constructing the garment, you know. So those are not our jobs that come to our graduates or the graduates who do this, but still, those are the jobs. They still need manual skills. They still, maybe later sometime, you know, if there is so much of automation which happens, you know, that might, those entry level jobs of people who are doing button tacking and things like that might go away. That might be there. But when I say a costume designer is going to do a costume, a designer costume, a pattern master is supposed to do a pattern, or a pattern engineer, I would call, you know, they would have to do it. They need to know. Today, Clo 3D is doing a lot of work, yes. Clo 3D is again a tool. But if I do not know how to operate Clo 3D cannot do it for me. Right? So that is how, you know, Clo 3D works with accessories, garments, bags, everything it works with. So I would say that's where we stand right now. The entry-level jobs in manufacturing and things like that, yes, might. There is a lot of automation which is happening with embroideries and things like that. There's already a machine embroidery and things like that. So even it's sad to see that, you know, there are people, I've seen one video which says that, you know, they have artisans are wearing the Google lenses and then doing their particular job. So that is actually capturing their movements, hand movements, and that is going to be automated. That's sad. That's really sad. But when we are talking about at that particular level, you know, so I do not know the truth in it because I am not a technology person that way to understand. So that's how I do feel about it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely it's already, you can say, the challenge in the design industry. हम जो invitation create करते हैं, पहले हम क्या करते थे? Invitation करने के लिए we have to hire some creator. और वो उसका job रहता था, he used to draft, create and give it to us. Now their job have gone. हम कंटेंट दे दो, हम घर में बैठ के फ़ोन पे इनविटेशन बना रहे. सो डेफिनेटली इन सम पार्ट ऑफ दैट यू नो इट इज़ अ चैलेंज. बट एज मैम सेड, लाइक इन सम सेक्टर आपको पता है कि मतलब टोटल फाइनल फिगर दे विल गिव, बट कैसे बनाना है वो तो हमको ही करना पड़ेगा. सो देर आर प्लस एंड माइनस पॉइंट्स.
So currently in our job descriptions, we've not mentioned AI. So we've not reached that level. But yes, as the current teams that are there, the youngsters that are there, they're using AI to enable themselves. So it is not going to go anywhere. It is here to stay, as everyone knows. But what is it that will be different is how we use it. How we use it to enable us, as I said earlier also, and it should not replace us. And now that is in our hands. At the end of the day, humans only made AI. AI did not make itself. So it is how we train it and how we utilize it. Utilize it as a tool, you're good. You let it replace you, then there's a problem. So just adding to that point of doing handwork and all, the craft bit will continue, because that craft legacy cannot be taken over by AI. Whatever that the you know, like the embroidery, the hand embroidery, the multitude of crafts that we have in India, that cannot be replaced with AI, because that is something that is done by a human hand with a human thought. We've changed the design language, that may be different, but that craft cannot go. So I think that is where the solace lies, that not everything can be taken up by AI. Entry level, yes, it's more about, I think, writing, research, where it is more mundane jobs, which AI is efficient at. Because let's say you're doing any kind of a research, you will have to go through, as a human being, you'll have to go through multitude of multiple books or research articles, secondary research, primary research, whereas AI will do it faster for you. And how you utilize that research is the smarter way of what humans can do.
Yes.
So as ma'am is saying, crafts as a heritage, as Indian, we should be proud that we are having so many crafts in India. So I agree with ma'am that crafts cannot take place in AI. But yes, as students, each student's work is different, what we feel. When the student passes the design college, he carries his portfolio. And we ask each of the students, and each portfolio is different because वो हर किसी का काम होता है. My thought process is different. The student thought process is different. So each portfolio speaks differently. In design, we work like this. Be it product, be it industrial, be it fashion, be it communication, any sort. The work is done by the kid himself, and he has to know the pros and cons of each of the design he has created. So in design, the portfolio works more, sir. And for AI, still we have not thought for it. We are teaching it, but we have not thought for it. Yeah, thank you.
So here I would like to add one point. Actually, as a team leader, as an organization, as a professional organization, we have to take certain leads. As I was a chairperson of Indian Institute of Interior Designers, so we decided not to take any China products for the gifting purpose to encourage our Telangana and Andhra Pradesh art and craft. We promoted our own heritage and culture. So we stopped buying all these Chinese gifting items, and every event we made, the craftsmen created some trophies and given, starting from the Bidri, Cheriyal, Pochampalli. So a small scale, we have to promote them. So definitely with this technology, it's a duty of every person to encourage, the grassroots level craftsmen and stop all these, going towards AI kind of a thing. And we have to make sure that where the craft and the fabric is coming from local artisan and all, you have to take, and as an organization, definitely team leader, I request every team leader to make efforts to find out this thing will not be going, towards other things. Yeah.
So now I would like to Sister Savita. Huh? Yeah, Anil Bhai, yes.
Om Shanti. I'm being an educator. I've seen, my students actually. I will talk about my students. I've seen many of them are slaves, become slaves of technology. That's the worriest part. Actually, we try to convince them they are losing creativity, they are losing critical thinking. That's one thing which is really required, critical thinking. That's not there. And creativity part, because for even a single small leave letter, they're using ChatGPT. For even, they don't know how to write a leave letter.
Sir, it is not just students. I see it in professionals also. Even a WhatsApp message gets a ChatGPT tone.
So this is really affecting the coming generations. They don't think. Whatever you ask them, they will take 1 minute, ask ChatGPT, then answer. So I don't know where we are heading to. This is something is really need to address. How will we come out of this situation? I don't know. Actually, I'm worried of the coming generation. Being an educationist,
I think
please.
so. It's a big worry for everybody, but it's out of our hands. Once you've given them a tool, you cannot restrict them unless and until there are different sorts of mechanisms, which comes from much higher thing. I don't think so. We will be able to do anything about it. When you write a research paper or something like that, or a paper, that is where there is being checked and say if your content is not matching with this particular thing, you reject it. That much though they can do, but the informal things of
That also they are finding tools. to humanize.
Those are the pros and cons of technology and
That's a
its usage.
problem,
I think. So,
actually.
yeah, it's a problem. Yes, it's a problem. But I don't think so that, how do we address it? There are,
No, we addressed it, but actually students, they're telling, say, sir, your
it has
time, there is no technology. Now we are having technology, we are using it. We're making use
there's
of our
nothing
time.
wrong. That is
There's
what they are
nothing
not
wrong
wrong.
in it.
They're not wrong in saying that, But when you don't have a rule, you cannot say no. You cannot just
So
say
my question, who is wrong? Nobody is wrong, but finally, the result, when they go out in the real situation, real life situation, I've seen many students who literally failed in addressing issues,
there are countries which are
going
banning.
deep depression.
There are countries which are banning usage of technology in schools. I think so. That is where the country should. It is much higher sort of a decision which has to be taken. So that is what I don't know. I don't have an answer for this.
So I would
Yes,
like,
ma'am, please.
I would like to.
For us, it feels like it's a devil that's out. But again, I think it is about educating them to do the right thing. So that is where
That we discussed this actually during the free time. I want to inculcate, values in education. How we do that actually. I was asked the ma'am actually whether we can incorporate in our higher education, but she's saying no, we have to start from the basic level, from the basic
true,
education.
absolutely true. I mean, it has to start at your primary level. It is not that after the, I mean, they're no longer children. They're adolescents. They have their mindsets. So it's difficult to change their mindset. So it has to start at the primary level. But let's say at a higher education level also, it is important that sometimes you just have to drill in certain things, certain values, because only then if you repeat something, it's like habit formation, right? You repeat something for how many days and then it becomes a habit, is what it's
21
like 3
days.
months. So
21 days,
days.
yes.
So if you keep repeating it, bringing it to the fore, telling them the pros and cons of it, it is just not giving them, because today's children are no longer ready to take just a instruction. You have to give logic. Give them logic. Give them this thing. That is the best that you can try. I'm not saying that will work. You can try.
When we're talking about technology over here, I have a 19-year-old, okay? So when he was in schooling, when he was supposed to do cursive writing and thing, he was not interested in doing it. So my husband used to tell me, why are you stressing out about it? By the time he grows up, he would not be writing, he would be typing. Don't stress about it. That is exactly what, and that's true. Today,
Yes.
Today I think so, students don't even use notebooks, they use their iPads. Yeah, on school, so I'm not too sure, but my son does use it on his iPad. He doesn't note it. There is no notebook now. Notebook, no pen. It's an iPad. That is, it's a tablet. So yes, true, that was true at that particular point of time. And yeah, maybe handwriting I would have insisted, but then this was what was, I felt it was logical actually.
So now I would like Savita Didi guide us
So,
how they should do in this situation, what they should do, and
yeah, I
what
also
kind of
agree
habit-
to what ma'am said. I think AI has both pros and cons. If we consider it like as an issue, then it will be very difficult to solve. So from schooling level itself, like we have teachers and like directors with us, we should explain them about both pros and cons, because it is artificial intelligence. We should educate them by saying, if you are dependent on artificial intelligence, one fine day this may stop working. What you are going to do? Being strict teacher, that awareness should be created so that they use both conventional method and also AI. It's up to teachers and directors and professors how like maybe strict we can be with the students. That awareness needs to be created, like as mentioned by Malani ma'am, like one should be, that's why that value education or spirituality, it's not needed after age of 60. It is needed like even for the kids and children and students also. being true to the self, that having that learning attitude. If we inject that from like nursery or first standard itself, as they grow, definitely they will carry those values. That change needs to be created, and then only something positive is possible. For that, we all need to work together, maybe create a team, and small little changes if we can bring, that will definitely lead to the big change. That's what I feel.
I would last ask you one more thing, that just shared that any habit can be done if you do 21 days, like, so what kind of habit they can do, what kind of things they can do that this habit can go, and what kind of practice they should do. Please guide us.
Yeah. See, if it is like 21 days of practice or 21 days of challenge, if we want to, because see, we didn't know AI will come, we didn't know Corona will come, we didn't know so many things. Post COVID, everything got changed. Whole world changed in a direction which we didn't even expect. Like, so we don't know what challenge will come on my way tomorrow. That's the advanced preparation I need to make for myself, that any situation that might come at any point of time, I am powerful enough to face that situation and move on. That is a practice I need to do today, so that any challenge that comes, I'll be able to face tomorrow. When the situation is, see, when I'm, for example, if I'm thirsty, I cannot dig a well, no, to drink water. What should I do? What should I do if I'm going out and it's very hot? I will carry my water bottle. Similarly, when there will be any situation, I cannot sit and meditate. No, that is not possible. You have to carry your bottle of power with you all the time, so that whenever there is any situation, it is also a challenge only. So we need to inculcate those values from the students itself, so that life's challenges are more bigger than AI, right? The challenges what come in the journey of life, they are much, much, much bigger than AI. So that's why it is also one of the challenges what everyone is facing. For any challenge, we need to be prepared, true to the self. 21 days challenge means we can practice affirmations. I am powerful being, I am a positive being, I am peaceful being. What you say, what you train, you will become that. Okay?
Okay. So I think redesigning ourselves is the main core to redesign the world. Whatever is coming, we can redesign that too.
Sunita Didi, would you like to add anything? You are also very much experienced. Please. You heard the panel discussion.
Yes.
Please add your inputs.
ओम शांति। सबसे पावरफुल मंत्र है ओम शांति, बिकॉज ओम मीन्स माई सेल्फ, माई इनेट सेल्फ. We are talking about the acquired self, but we are forgetting our innate self, which is more powerful than AI. This is Atmic intelligence. And we have the parent energy of this Atmic intelligence is Supreme Soul, who's Almighty Intelligence. And that Almighty Intelligence has created this world, who is the creator of this world. And He is our parent. As you are worried about your children, as you mentioned, madam, ki cursor writing likhna chahiye. But then father says, don't worry. No, the father says, don't worry. In the course of time, things will be wonderful. So our father says, don't worry. I'm there. मैं बैठा हूं, तुम चिंता मत करो. मैं AI को देख लूंगा. So as the things are going on, we have different technologies. Technology is not our enemy. We have to make it a friend. You see, today phone is most essential. Even when we go to our headquarters, It was a Pandavaban, very small place. Now we have got very big place. So searching or communicating with anyone was very easy that time. और किसी को भी मिलना है तो हाँ वरांडे में मिल जाएगा, बाबा के रूम में मिल जाएगा. It was very easy. But today we have got 60 acres of land. 60 acres में किसको पकड़ोगे? Then we need a phone to communicate faster, to call you if I need you urgently. So phone is a friend. But we are making it an enemy because we are misusing it. So the only thing, the solution is if we try to make people spiritual, make them understand their inner power, how to control the negative side of it. I think that nothing to be worried about.
So now we will close this panel, and then whatever we heard, and now how to redesign ourselves. We are going in that journey with the innovative meditation session right now here only. So be patient. We will continue with the meditation session. Thank you so much all. Om Shanti. Didi.
ओम शांति. तो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग पैनल डिस्कशन रहा है. एक्चुअली if we observe the technological advancements, it actually started with the dot-com bubble in the 90s. And for every 20 years, there is always a technology which comes and transforms the world. Be it dot-com, then came iPhones, basically the smartphones. On beach mein there was internet, and then there was social media. There was a big upheaval of social media, and now there's AI. And humans have survived thousands of years on this planet because the species of human beings are adaptable. We humans have this amazing quality called adapting ourselves. See, when actually, even before the technological this thing came, there was a big worry which came, probably our parents knew, was automation. There was a huge fear that automation will take away jobs from factories. But we learn to adopt ourselves with automation, and automation now has actually created more jobs because we need more and more demand. And as Didi was saying, Sunita Didi, God has a plan. We humans just don't understand it. See, if there was no social media, if there was no Zoom, if there was no YouTube, during COVID, the whole world would have become one big mental hospital. God knows when to give what to humanity. So if he has brought AI into the, you might think this is a very non-scientific way of saying, but if you all observe, every invention that came, it was followed by a great catastrophe. And that invention helped in handling that catastrophe. So if AI has come now, it's because it is there in God's plan. And we humans will learn to adapt. And there is a lot of worry about what's going to happen to the future generations. You know, my parents had the same worry when we were growing up. क्या होगा, अभी कोई job नहीं है. And IT industry came and we all did very well. So we never know what is there in God's plan. So that is why, as Didi was saying so rightly, बच्चे तुम चिंता मत करो, मैं बैठा हूँ. And the only thing that we have that we can do in our hands is just follow his instructions. जिसको हम यहाँ ब्रह्मा कुमारी इसमें बोलते हैं, भगवान की श्रीमत को follow करो, and he is there where to settle what, because divine consciousness is much more powerful than human consciousness. Okay, it's just the matter of surrendering to it. So it's a very wonderful this thing, and to all our learned guests, panelists, we thank from the bottom of our heart for imparting great wisdom, and we also thank the participants who have asked like really smart questions which have spurred up the discussion. So thank you. A huge round of applause to our panelists. Now we have, since सुबह से हम meditation के बारे में सुन रहे हैं, so now we have our sister Savita Diti ji is going to conduct a very unique meditation which is called Innovative Meditation Lab. So, sister. So we request everybody to sit with full attention and with full focus for the Innovative Meditation Lab. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So, after wonderful, enriching panel discussion, we learned a lot. So many new things, so many new topics came out. If you want to stand up and stretch your legs and hands for a minute, you can do that, because this is going to be a meditation session, so that it's important you stay fresh. You can freely stretch your hands and legs and become relaxed. You can say hello to the person standing next to you. Greet him Om Shanti. Give them a smile. Shake hand. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರಿಗೊಂಚೂರು ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿಸಿ. ಶೇಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾದರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮೈಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು, ರೂಹಾನಿ ಸ್ಮೈಲ್. Feel fresh and you can sit down. Thank you. ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ನಾನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ನೋವೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬೊರೇಟರಿ. When we put something in a laboratory, some science students might be sitting, and when we put something in a lab, some new product comes out. In a chemistry laboratory, biology, physics, or any laboratory, you are putting something in that lab and some new product will come out. It's simple a product. One day or the other day, it will be gone. So what about bringing newness from within? So this session is about you are putting yourself in a laboratory to test yourself. What are the weaknesses I have? Where I need to change myself and where I need to bring the newness from within. Because any old personality, any old sanskars, any old habits I have been carrying, that won't allow me to experience the present moment, the present time, the present gifts of life, and enjoy life. Because mind is always connected sometimes to the past bad experiences, bad memories. So unless and until I come out of that bad experience, unless and until I create a new personality of my own self, I won't be able to experience happiness and peace in life. So that's why meditation means, this session is all about innovative meditation laboratory, means you are putting yourself in that laboratory to bring a new personality of yourself. It will be experiential. There will be 2 activities. ಇದು ಅನುಭವವಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ, 2 ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಸಲಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದೋಸ್ 2 ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕನ್ ಟು ಅ ಜರ್ನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿ ಹೌ ದ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಸ್. To understand the deep meaning of meditation, to know, to understand how the mind travels. The moment I am able to understand that yes, the mind travels, the definition of meditation will be easy for you. Meditation is not rocket science. It's very, very easy. It is part of your lifestyle. As you feed food to the body, feeding food to the mind is all about meditation. Ready? Now we will do activity number 1. I'll give you some sentences, some lines, and you try to follow those lines and you will see how you feel. Okay? So we should try to understand that how the mind is traveling. There will be activity number 1, activity number 2, and then in the activity number 3, you will experience meditation a bit. After this, there will be meditation in the garden outside, and after that, you can roam around, take some rest. So tomorrow morning, will that be possible to come at 4 o'clock? ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 4 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಯಾರಿದೆ ಹಾಲಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ? ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ, ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಎತ್ತಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಬಂದು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ 4 o'clock we will meet again. 7 to 8 there will be session after breakfast, and there will be interesting sessions tomorrow whole day as well. So those who specially have come for this summit, please do not miss any session, because all the speakers and the faculties, like for example, we have come from Mount Abu, one sister has come from Delhi, so they have taken a lot of efforts to reach this place. So we should not miss, we should respect their efforts also. So now we will do activity number 1. Sit in a very relaxed and comfortable position. If you have something in your hands, make sure you keep it aside. The seats are empty in the front. If you want to sit comfortably with the distance from others, you can come and sit. I sit in a very relaxed and comfortable position. And I do a small activity, that is activity number 1. Slowly, I experience myself to be in this hall, in this tranquil atmosphere of silence retreat center. I can feel that I'm sitting here in this powerful ambience. I can feel the power of spirituality. I can feel the experience of peace. I can feel my mind is present here. ಈ ಹಾಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸುಂದರ ವಾತಾವರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅನುಭವ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Slowly, slowly, I go out of this hall. The moment I go out of the hall, I see a meditation room with lotus flower design, beautiful garden, with the beautiful sound from the birds, breeze, overall the powerful and the peaceful atmosphere. I am in the campus of Silence Retreat Center. Slowly, I go to a point in my life where I was not very comfortable. Maybe a situation full of pain, sorrow, failure. I was not really very comfortable. Hurt was there. Sorrow was there. A point in my life. ಸೊ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಈ ಹಾಲ್ನಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರುವ ಒಂದು ಕಹಿ ಘಟನೆಯತ್ತ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋವಿತ್ತು, ದುಃಖ ಇತ್ತು. So after experiencing that moment of life, I come back to the garden again. I see meditation room with the lotus flower. Again, I come back to the hall. I experience myself to be sitting in the place inside the hall. ಈ ಹಾಲ್ನಿಂದ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರುವ ಒಂದು ಕಹಿ ಘಟನೆಯತ್ತ ಹೋಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಪುನಃ ಈ ಹಾಲ್ಗೆ ಬರೋಣ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ. You can open your eyes. So during the beginning of the activity, I asked you to go out of the hall. Did you all go? You saw that meditation room with the lotus and the garden, and you all went to a moment in your life which was not very comfortable. Did you all go? You all went? It was sorrowful, it was painful, not happy, not comfortable. Okay? Again, you came back, right? Those who are all went to that situation in life, can you please raise your hands? Now white light can be on. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದ್ರಿ ಆ ಘಟನೆಗೆ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ? So few people went and came back. You were sitting here, right? Who went? Who went? Mind, right? That's it. When you remember those bad memories in life, where the mind is getting connected to, that's how you create your stage. Meditation is also like that. Understanding that the mind always travels to one point or the other. Very simple. So that's why they say always keep your mind as busy as possible in some good things, reading, writing. An idle mind is devil's workshop. That is the point where negativity comes. So from now onwards, from today onwards, no connecting, we won't connect mind to any bad experiences, because when you remember you are sitting in this beautiful hall, beautiful ambience, everything, but when you connected yourself with that bad moment, how you felt? How you felt? Happy? No, unhappy. ಸೊ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡದೇ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ದುಃಖದ ಅನುಭವ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ವೆನ್ ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಕಂಫರ್ಟೇಬಲ್, ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ನಾಟ್ ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲ್, ನಾಟ್ ಗುಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ದ ಮೈಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಅನ್ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್, peace or unhappiness, peacelessness, it depends on where I am connecting my mind to. This is activity number 1. Will you remember this activity number 1? Now let's do activity number 2. Okay, again sit comfortable, relaxed. Again I sit in a very comfortable and relaxed position, and I go for activity number 2. I experience myself to be sitting in this hall, powerful vibrations, peaceful vibrations. I go out of the hall. I see the garden outside, the beautiful birds, blue skies, meditation room, the cleanliness, powerful, peaceful ambience. I walk around, feel the power of the Almighty. So refreshing, relaxing, rejuvenating. So I can feel, I can see I'm in the garden outside. Slowly, slowly, that might be anywhere, any part of the country or city. I go to a point in my life where I'm spending very good quality time with my family. I'm having a very good day. Everything looks just so perfect. Spending good time, so relaxed. So with the family, I will go to a beautiful garden, sharing, caring, and realizing that how important the family is. There might be differences, but the family is everything. So nice breeze, nice weather, a small lake, sitting by the side of the lake, just relaxing, spending quality time, not worrying about the future, not thinking about the past, just be at the present moment, maybe watching the sunrise or sunset. Golden red colored skies, just beautiful moments with the family. ಸೊ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಹಾಲ್ನಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಖುಷಿಯ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಇದೆ, ನನ್ನ ಪರಿವಾರದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ಕಳೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಚಿಂತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಭಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ನೆನಪಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ. You can open your eyes. So which activity was good? One or two? Two. Why? Why activity number 2 was good? Because, and now a little homework. Compare your stage of the mind, how it was during activity number 1 and activity number 2. During the activity number 1, we were not happy. Why? Because we connected ourselves with a point in life which was not very happy. Activity number 2, nice lake, family time, caring, sharing, watching the sunrise or sunset. Lake is there, nice breeze is coming. Why I felt good from inside? Because I connected myself with a good memory. The secret is revealed. You will feel good when you will be able to connect yourself with the good things. You will feel bad when you connect yourself with the bad things. From today onwards, if you ever feel happy, check what type of thoughts you are having in the mind. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವಿಚಾರಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನು ಜೋಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಕೆಟ್ಟ ವಿಚಾರಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಜೋಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ಮನಸ್ಸು ದುಃಖಿಯಾಗ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. Because of someone I got upset. Because of someone I am happy. No, that formula cannot work. That formula doesn't exist. It's all about where you are taking your mind to, which point, which moment in your life, where your mind. You say no, it's my mind. We say my mind is upset. Right? What does it mean? I am the master. I have complete controlling power and ruling power over my mind. It's my mind. I am the master. I have the controlling power. So that's why if you are upset, that means mind is connected to something negative. If you are happy, that means mind is connected to something positive. ಮನಸ್ಸು ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಬೇಡದೇ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ಅದರ ಸುತ್ತ ನಾವು ಸುತ್ತುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ web of negative thoughts, web of past, web of hurt, web of guilt, web of unwanted thoughts, unnecessary thoughts, unwanted things. So from today onwards, no complaints because of someone I am upset. So that is activity number 1. Not happy, not comfortable. Activity number 2, very happy, very comfortable, very peaceful. See, now during activity number 1 and activity number 2, we connected ourselves with some people, or like when I mentioned about activity number 1, you remembered some people in your life, right? Right? That means same energy level. We are also human beings. They are also human beings. Same energy level. Might be low energy level, little bit, might be little higher energy level. Right? So it was so almost same energy level. Activity number 3 is connecting yourself with the highest source of energy, the Almighty Authority. You see a point of light at the back side, connecting ourselves with that highest source of energy, the point of light, the ultimate designer. Paramatma is ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಡಿಸೈನರ್. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗಿಂತ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಡಿಸೈನರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರು? ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವ. So when I am able to connect myself with that ultimate designer, the ultimate source of energy, he is ocean of peace, ocean of knowledge, ocean of love, ocean of everything. So when you are able to connect yourself with that highest source of energy, you will feel powerful, blissful, peaceful, happy, contented, knowledgeful, matured. You know what is the biggest attainment of spirituality? You will become matured. ಬಹಳ ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕತೆಯಿಂದ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು, ಬೇಡ ಅಂದಿರೋ ಕಡೆ. ರೈಟ್? Spirituality teaches us maturity, where to talk, what to talk, where to remain silent, how to live a balanced life in this chaotic world, where to involve, where not to involve. All those things we learn from spirituality. Spirituality doesn't teach us just sit and meditate. No. When you come to Mount Abu, those who haven't visited as yet, we welcome you to come, must come and visit. Because in Mount Abu, we just don't sit and meditate whole day. No. Here in this retreat center also, people are not just sitting and meditating whole day. Someone is taking care of the technical part, the computer part, the brother is taking care of the video part. Now the people are working in kitchen, they are cooking dinner for you all. They are not just sitting and meditating. The transport brother is looking after the transport. People are going, people are coming. right? Didi sitting here but still communicating with people, giving them directions. So in Mount Abu also, we don't just sit and meditate whole day. That is not spirituality. Spirituality means anything you are doing, do it with balance, do it with maturity, do it with happiness, do it with peace. That is spirituality. Not troubling anyone, not hurting anyone, minding our own business is spirituality. Keeping ourselves safe. That is spirituality. We see so many news, so many things, like recently in Bombay, for a small incident, someone stabbed the other person in train. He said, "It's raining, please close the door." You might have seen that incident in news. That chaotic world is outside there. We are also going somewhere, we are on a bus, we are on a train. We know the other person is not really good. So we should remain silent, complete our journey and go. If I keep arguing with that person, do I know he is carrying a knife or a gun? In Noida, we saw an incident for a small little parking issue. Someone killed other person. He shot him dead. So that's why spirituality teaches us how to balance everything, how to be mature, how to behave with people, how to remain safe in this chaotic world. So these are all the things we learn. Those who are students, those are the young professionals. We learn so many things whenever there is any failure. I don't know what to do, where to go. Because when the mind is calm, if the mind is not calm, we cannot take right decisions at right time. When the mind is calm, I can take right decision at right time. Silence. Going to within, meditating for a few minutes. That's what we do. Whenever there is something, we go into silence. There is something called as Baba's room. Those who haven't gone to the top of this building, you can go and see beautiful this the Char Dham, 5 Dham thing has been created. And there's a meditation room. So whenever we feel something is not really good, we go to meditation room. We sit, mind is calm, we take right decision, and we move on. That is the beauty of spirituality. That is the beauty of meditation. So we'll do activity number 3. So where we should go to Param Dham, where it is beyond moon, sun and sky. That is called as the ultimate abode, where the Almighty Authority, Paramatma Shiv, resides. You connect yourself with Him and you become powerful, peaceful, happy, matured. Anything you want to take from Him, you can take from Him. Come back and see how you will feel. Because in meditation, we don't just tell the people that I ate gulab jamun and it was very tasty. No. We give the experience of having the taste of gulab jamun. Like in meditation also, I should experience it. Right? When the moment you experience, then you will become the master of your own life. You will be able to design your own destiny. Okay, ready for activity number 3? So this is last activity. After that, we will go to garden and spend some time in nature. You can play a light music. So slowly I go for a spiritual journey. This is activity number 3. Activity number 1, I experienced peacelessness. Activity number 2, I experienced happy and peaceful stage. Activity number 3, going beyond everything and experiencing my own highest form. Again, I'm sitting in this hall in the powerful vibrations, powerful ambience with like-minded people around me. So powerful, so light. Slowly, I go out of this hall, see the beautiful garden outside, the beautiful flowers, powerful and peaceful ambience, the tranquil atmosphere, the birds, the sky, the lotus meditation room. I can feel the power, the peace of the silence retreat center. Slowly, slowly, as a point of light, traveling through the mind, I travel towards the blue sky, crossing the blue sky, the moon, the sun, and the stars. ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಹಾಲ್ನಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳಿಗಿಂತಲೂ ದೂರವಿರುವ ಪರಮಧಾಮವನ್ನು ತಲುಪೋಣ. After traveling towards the sun, moon, and the sky, I reach Paramdham, the highest abode. And I can see and experience the presence of the ultimate designer, the almighty authority, the point of light. I connect myself with him. He is the ocean of powers, ocean of love, ocean of virtues. So experience my highest form of original qualities of the soul, knowledge, peace, purity, love, happiness, bliss, and power. I experience a very deep peace, I experience happiness, a very natural happiness. In this beautiful connection with the ultimate designer, I design my own positive mind and innovative intellect to see positive in every situation, to bring newness from within, not to let the effect of the past to my future. That is the new innovation I'm bringing in my own life, creating a new personality of my own self. ಪರಮಧಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಡಿಸೈನರ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ನಿರಾಕಾರ ಪರಮಪಿತ ಶಿವ ತಂದೆಯ ಜೊತೆ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನು ಜೋಡಿಸಿ ಅಗಾಧವಾಗಿರುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ, ಶಾಂತಿ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪಾಲನೆಯ ಅನುಭವ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. While having connection with the Almighty Authority, I am experiencing myself to be powerful. I am powerful than any situation that comes on my way. In this beautiful and powerful connection, I will send positive and powerful vibrations to my family. I send powerful vibrations to every corner of my home. My neighbors, my city, my state, my country, and the world. Having the connection with the ultimate designer, I design my beautiful destiny. There is stability, there is maturity, how to handle every situation positively. I forgive all those who have hurt me, defamed me, created troubles and hurdles, and become completely light. No more burdens of bad experiences. I send good wishes to them also. I completely detoxify my mind and fill it with God's love, power, and blessings. A powerful mind is happy and peaceful. complete detoxification of my own mind while having connection with the Almighty Authority. Clear and clean intellect to take right decision at right time. ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಾಗರ, ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಸಾಗರ, ಶಾಂತಿಯ ಸಾಗರ, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನು ಜೋಡಿಸಿ ಶಾಂತಿ, ಶಕ್ತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಗುಣಗಳ ಅನುಭವ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ತೊಂದರೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿ ಹಗುರತೆಯ ಅನುಭವ, ಅವರಿಗೂ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮತ್ತು ಶುಭ ಭಾವನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. So after this beautiful journey to the highest abode Paramdham, after meeting my own beloved Father, the Almighty Authority, the point of light, after becoming powerful, peaceful, after detoxifying the mind, after forgiving everyone, slowly, slowly, I am coming back to this world, crossing the blue sky, sun and moon and the stars. Again I came back to the garden first, then to the hall, then I experienced myself where I was sitting before. I'm feeling the lightness, happiness and peace. Om Shanti. So Om Shanti. Do you still have questions about meditation? The more you practice, the more you will experience. Did you all go there? Experience love, peace, happiness, power, right? In the same experience until 7:30, we all remain in silence only. No need to talk to anyone. Until 7:30, we all can maintain silence, right? And there will be little guided commentary, meditation in the garden outside, because it's really nice outside. We'll go out until 7:30, be in silent, go within. Anything that is disturbing you, which you really don't want to carry forward, remove that, detoxify that, talk to yourself. You know what is the biggest secret of life? We all have solutions within. We all have solutions within. But solution can come out only when I am silent. A chaotic mind, it cannot give solutions. Only when the mind is calm, it will give you solution. ಮನಸ್ಸು ಶಾಂತವಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ. ತುಂಬ ಹಲ್ಚಲಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. If the mind is chaotic, no solution. If the mind is calm, definitely you will find solution to every problem in life. Okay? with the same silence experience like angels. If someone wants to use washroom, you can use and come to the garden outside. We will until 7:30. We all remain in silence. Okay, will that be possible? So as mentioned earlier, after 7:30, you can all have dinner, relax, rest, do your things. Morning, we all meet at 4 o'clock. Okay. Thank you for the patient listening. Om Shanti. ಸೊ 7:30 ತನಕ ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡ